Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Mike Check Hook. I got a very, very special guest on the phone with me today. He is 1-0, just made his pro debut on December 15th, coming off a impressive, and I mean impressive first round knockout. Nathaniel Copeland,
Yes,
the Juggernaut Junior Gallimore. Ooh, how's it going, sir?
we're doing good, man. How you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. Can't call it, can't call it. So, before we get into your pro debut, let the people know how you picked up boxing and how you decided to make this your full-time job.
It was I say approximately 5 years ago. Boxing kind of like chose me. It would just came out of the blue. Like I stopped in the gym when I was 15, but I didn't take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? So about 5 years ago, I met my coach. He had a son named Marcus Bates in the area. He was boxing too. So I just asked him. I found out he was a coach. I just asked him. Well, would you train me? Because I was playing football at the time before anything. So it just came out the blue. For 4 years in the amateurs. 9-6. As an amateur, and just made my debut this past last weekend. So
Talk
we here
about
now.
the transition from playing a sport like football to to boxing. How much different is boxing, and how much more is it more physical than football in your opinion?
I say I say football is probably it's probably a bit more on your body wise. Hitting the ground, tackling. You know what I'm saying? More punishment for your body. Boxing is like it's all on you. You know what I'm saying? If you work on your defense, you don't have to get hit as much. Some fights you're not going to hit. You know what I'm saying? But even though in boxing you're going to get hit. But I say football is more far as the game physical, but like training wise, more boxing is more serious. You know what
Absolutely,
I'm saying?
absolutely. So, as an amateur, you said you went 9-6, right? So, what made you what made you go pro so early?
Well, time number one, and I felt like I got enough, experience to 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 turn professionally. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like because I just turned 30, my 30th birthday was November 26th. So we ain't getting no younger. So in the heavyweight division, I think it's wide open. So why not? You know what I'm saying? I know my talents and my ability and what I can do with anybody. So we're gonna make this happen.
So, what did you originally grow up in Maryland?
Um, I was born in Norfolk, Virginia, um, but I basically was raised in Maryland. I moved here in '99, so like age 8 or 7, around that age, I grew up all around this area. So yeah, this my home right here.
How was Maryland like growing up?
Man, out here you just got to be on your p's and q's. You know, it made me who I am today. One sweet. Nothing easy.
For all the
So
people that don't know what that mean, P's and Q's, you know what I'm saying? Let them know, man. Let them know like your background and the kind of community that kind of birth like kind of a fighter, like most fighters that I know are, well, not that I know, but that I watch, similar, tend to have that similar story coming from a hard background. But let the people know,
right.
man, like where you're from and like, man, how you came up. Like when was your first fight?
Um, my first fight was actually like far as boxing was
Nah,
in the
nah,
Golden.
nah, bro. We ain't talking about boxing.
A street fight, man. First fight was just shit. I probably man, I wasn't I ain't gonna say no bully or nothing, but I had my days growing up in middle school. So if anything, that's when it started fighting in middle school.
Is that
Just till high school and up. You know,
now, now,
and
now, now,
even out the street. You know,
now?
just
You having all that, like, I guess I don't know. I don't want to call it aggression because that sounds like a bad word. Did you put that 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 energy towards like football? Was that your like
oh, oh
outlet?
yeah, that was just another way. having fun because I'm an athlete. Period. You know, basketball, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just an athlete. Period. So, and even that football is just yeah, you gotta have that dog in you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get mean. You know, I was a defensive player, and everybody with defense, you gotta have that like I don't give a fuck attitude. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta carry. But you know, I keep it calm and collect. You know what I'm saying? Outside the ring, and I know when to turn it on when I got to. You know what I'm saying? I don't come out like I came out aggressive the first fight, but you know it was like a calm and pace. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like leaving myself open, just focused, but just like calm, if anything.
So you about 6'4", 245, 250. What
Yeah.
what what kind of player can you be in the heavyweight division, and what what difference, like what do you bring different to the heavyweight weight division that you don't see in it right now?
Entertainment, um, slick, swift movement. You know, you see all the small guys like Sean Porter, the welterweight division. You know, you got what's his name, Kevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Just imagine like a sweet pea. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? Movement, but just like a heavyweight movement. That's how I move. That's how I see myself moving. You know, I don't stand still. Like even though I can trade punches, I'm always on the move. I'm not just blow and blow for blow. Nah, I'm light on the feet. You know what I'm saying? And I can crack. I hit very hard, just like any other heavyweight. But I bring that Mike Tyson mentality. That will, that aggression, all into my movement.
Absolutely. Now I'm gonna be a critic real quick. Fans out here, you know what I'm saying, they give the heavyweight division a little bit more slack than they give other division, because they expect to see power. They want to see a guy come in and knock the other guy out. Do you think
Right.
the power that you have can translate to the elite level?
Oh, yeah, no question. Power on both hands. You know, power on both hands, and I already know what I bring to the table. I can knock anybody out. That's just that's just all GP. I got natural strength. You know what I'm saying? Before boxing, I had natural strength. So this my transition over, just know how to throw a punch and really land it. And you know what I'm saying? We came a long way, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's my time.
So when you got back in the gym, was it a trainer that seen you, or or did you seek out a specific trainer, or was it somebody that say, "Hey, I want to work with that kid over there"?
Um, I see my former, my current trainer now. His name is Andrew Council. He just this is my first fight with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I left my former coach. You know what I'm saying? We had to make a business decision. You know what I'm saying? Just had to upgrade. And I feel like I'm at the right place. You know what I'm saying? The right time. So everything happened for a reason.
Go ahead and give your trainer a shout out real quick.
Big shout out to great trainer, great teacher, Andrew Council. He fought Bernard Hopkins, Buddy McGirt, world champions. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a great teacher in the area. Big
Absolutely,
shout out
absolutely. And what gym do you train at out in Maryland?
Next up is Capitol Heights, Maryland, right there on Ritchie Road. Right there every day. Get it in.
Okay, okay, okay. Already. Well, hey, I'm gonna ask you some questions about some heavyweight fights that happened, and some heavyweight controversies that's, well, not controversy, but some heavyweight news that's going on.
Right.
Can I do you feel comfortable answering these questions?
No question.
All right, the first fight that we had was Fury and Wilder. Did you watch that fight?
Absolutely.
How did you see the fight going, and were you upset with the a decision, and did you think one person won more than the other?
I knew it was a draw when he went down twice. I said, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a draw." Even though Fury was winning most majority of the fight, I just know Wilder had a couple rounds, and then to knock him down twice, it was just a setup for a draw. So I already knew it.
Do you want to see a rematch, or do you think Deontay Wilder should go pursue Anthony Joshua, or do you think that he should do what he says and go get the rematch?
Um, he should just do the. I mean, he gonna do the rematch to just our GP because it is a draw. So they gonna want to know who's the better man. So it's only right they do it. Even though I like what I saw was just like he only has one punch. Is he's a champ though. I don't take nothing from him, but he clearly see he was getting outboxed by Tyson Fury.
Gotcha. Now we had another heavyweight fight that just happened this past weekend overseas. Derek Chisora, Derek Chisora looked like he turned back the hands of time, and even probably turning back the hands of time twice because he looked like a reinvented guy. He came out, put the pressure on from the outset, dictated the tempo, and he was beating Dillian White by 2 points, even though he had 2 points deducted. Now Dillian White came and showed that hey, no matter what, he's dangerous at any given time, and he knocked Chisora smooth out. How impressed were you by the knockout? And do you think Dillian White is a real player in the heavyweight division?
He's definitely a real player. Big shouts out to him and congrats. And yeah, he showed you that all it takes is one punch in this division. So, like I said, you always got to be on your P's and Q's and keep your head on the swivel. Anything can change at any moment. So you gotta have that known conscience. Like, yeah, I'm winning, but don't get too vulnerable. And he got vulnerable. He got caught with a good shot.
He called out Anthony Joshua following the fight, but Anthony Joshua said he's going to try to pursue Wilder and Fury. But from the sounds of it, I think those guys are going to have a rematch. Do you now? Do you think that the next fight should be with Dillian White, or do you think he should try to come over to America and fight Big Baby at Madison Square Garden? Because those rumors were floating around last week.
I think he should fight Big Baby.
If that fight happens, how would you see that fight going?
I think Big Baby that'd be a good little fight. You know what I'm
saying? It'd be a good fight, but who would you see winning? Do you lean towards Anthony Joshua or do you lean towards Big Baby? Because I mean Big Baby, he's a big guy now, and moving like that, man, that's a formidable opponent for anybody.
Right. But I don't know. But I got Anthony Joshua winning that one. Versus Big Baby. Big Baby's a good fighter, you know what I'm saying? But he don't move his head for real, And if you're a sim target, it's only a matter of time. So I get the edge on AJ on that one.
Absolutely. Well, man, I know it's Christmas Eve. Before I let you go, I want to ask you like 4 or 5 questions and just give the people a little insight on your personality and how you think.
All
right. First question is going to be pancakes or waffles.
What'd you say?
Say what now?
You said what'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said pancakes or waffles.
Waffles.
If I had one superpower, it would be.
Say it again.
If I had one superpower, it would be.
Damn. Fly.
Okay. If I could live at one period in time in history instead of this one, it would be.
I'm gonna say the 80s.
Okay.
Let's say that.
You're trying to get some money. the first the first thing I do in the morning when I wake up is,
Pray.
and my last question, boxing has changed my life. How?
Discipline and, motivation. Be more successful as a better man for me and mine.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Nathaniel, I do appreciate your time, brother. Thank you for your time, and I'm excited to see your career and how you transition to the next level, brother.
I appreciate you, man. You already know we locked in. You already.
Let the people know where to follow you at, man, and let them know when your next fight gonna be.
You can follow me at Big Homie Jug underscore 100. Hopefully the next fight is out South Carolina, January 18th. Go follow me right there now. Let you know more information.
Man, y'all heard what he said, man. All right, man. Merry Christmas, bro. Happy holidays to you and yours.
Merry Christmas and Feliz Navidad to you, man.
All right, man. Peace out.
No question.